Hello there. This is a quick video to show off a mechanic of the game that I'm not sure has been documented before. I just found this today. So, before I show it off, I just want to talk about something really briefly, and it's these numbers on the screen. So the 4-digit number that's off by itself on the bottom, that's Link's facing angle. So when I face a different direction, that updates. The first half, the number at the top of the screen is what I've been calling Link's combination angle. It's actually two angles in one. And the first angle, I've previously been calling facing angle, but it's actually the movement angle. And I'll explain why this is the movement angle and not the facing angle in a second. And by the way, others besides me were already calling this movement angle, so I didn't discover that this was the movement angle or anything. Imbued calls it the movement angle, and I'll explain why in a sec. And then the last number is Link's last targeted angle, so that only gets set when I target. Like that. Anyway, so those are the three numbers there. So let's get started. So if you target a wall and side hop, and then put on Deku Mask, or any mask, it's gonna face you to the left. This is what I discovered today. And I was wondering why this happened, and it has to do with this movement angle here, which, again, is the first half of the number on top. So the reason why this happens, to my knowledge, is that I'm guessing it has something to do with when they changed the way transformation masks work between Japanese and English. On Japanese, you take off a transformation mask, Link faces the camera, and then he stays facing the camera. Whereas on English, it resets you back to your original angle. But what I think is happening is that it's not actually resetting you to your original facing angle. It's resetting you to your original movement angle. So, for instance, if I were to do a side hop again and get a movement angle of 3/824, notice how my targeting angle is 0, my facing angle is 0. I put on this mask, and my angle briefly becomes 8,000, my facing angle, but then the game sets it back to my movement angle, not to the original facing angle. I assume that's because the original facing angle isn't even in memory anymore. It gets overwritten. So the game just sets it to the facing, or to the movement angle, instead of the old facing angle, which in our case was 000. Now, if I... let's see, so the reason this is useful is that we can use this in angle setups, because the range of it is actually very lenient with the stick position. So if I'm holding directly upright, I will do a spin. Well, actually, let me show this as human first. If I'm holding directly upright, I'm going to do a roll. If I hold... So this is with a y-axis of 70. If I hold... 58... 59... I don't know what the minimum is. 60, maybe? Let me get 60... Okay, yeah, 60 is good. '61's good. So yeah, there's a huge range on this. 64 is a roll, 62 is a roll. Okay, so if I'm anywhere between 61 on the y-axis, and I think it's a really low number. So that was 23, and I still got C5 DC. That was 16, and I still got C5 DC. So we'll just say between 16 and 61 on the y-axis, and it's going to give you the same exact angle, which for human Link, it's an offset of plus or minus 3A24. Now, I mentioned for human Link because it's not actually the same for all transformations. If I do this as Deku Link, I get an offset of plus or minus 348. Positive if you're side hopping left, and negative if you're side hopping right. And then if I do this as Goron, I get an offset of plus or minus 3C7C. Left is positive, and right is negative, like that. Fierce Deity Link, or actually let me just do Zora, because item restrictions. Zora is actually the same as human, it's 3A24. I think it's because Zora Link is actually just Adult Link from OOT, so he's still technically human Link, in a way. At least as far as movement mechanics go, with side hops and stuff. And if I turn off item restrictions here, you'll see that it's also the same with Fierce Deity Link, because Fierce Deity Link is also human Link from OOT. It's just taller, basically. But yeah, you can see it's still 3A24. Yeah, so there you go. So basically, the idea with this is that once you have your targeting angle, like, I don't know, let's just say it's 1860. This isn't actually the targeting angle for anything, but let's just say it was. Then what you could do is you could, well, I'm gonna not be Fierce Deity, because you won't be that. But from this targeting angle, you could do an up-left side hop to increase that angle by 3A24 to 5284. Or you could do an up-right side hop. That wasn't a very good up-right side hop. To increase it by 3A20, or decrease it by 3A24. Or what you could do is you could put on Deku first, and then it would only increase by 3444. That was a bad example. I'm failing the side hop now for some reason. Okay, there we go. 3884 to get 5A84. Or you could side hop right to get F214, which is minus 3A24. Deku and Human are probably the only ones we'll have here, but if you're running a different category and you have Goron, you can do this with Goron as well. And if you want to lock in this new angle, the way you do it is by putting on or taking off a mask before you let go of target or before you touch the stick again after doing the side hop. So if I put on Zora right now, my new facing angle is going to be 5A24. And if I do that 3A24 side hop again, and I take off Zora, again, Link is going to face left, and because I side hopped left, and it's going to give plus 3A24 yet again. So anyway, that's this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all again soon. Bye!